Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome if you're new here. I'm Sandra. London is over there by the TV getting into stuff, like always. Hi. What doing? Excuse my voice, but we're sick right now, so I sound like a man, more so than I usually do. So yeah, that sucks. Also, my face is breaking out right now because of the time of month that it is. I'm about to get London dressed, and I'm already dressed. I'm just wearing my jeans and this plain old shirt because I couldn't find a shirt that would match my shoes. Because I got they're like pink, blush pinkish shoes, and I couldn't find anything that's like a short sleeve. Like all the shirts that would match that are long sleeve, and it's too hot for that. Yeah, I need more clothes, apparently. I have a lot of clothes, it's just not a lot of good clothes. So, I'm about to get London dressed. She's got her cute one of her little birthday outfits. It's a little, set. It's like a little workout set. So cute. Which hers is a long sleeve, which, I mean, it's got, some netting, so it's, cool, and it's early in the morning right now, so it's not too hot yet. Anyways, what we're doing today, London has a doctor's appointment. She has her 1-year checkup today. The thing about this that I'm worried about is for months now, every time we go to the doctor's office for any of her other checkups, they're like, okay, these appointments are pretty normal, it's whatever, but the 12-month one is the one that you're going to want to have help at because there's so much going on, a lot of shots, finger pricking, takes a long time, whatever else. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, I'm sure he'll be able to make it. Well, when it comes down to it, he can't because he's 3 hours away in Lima right now working, and he can't take any more time off because he was just off for 2 weeks because, for one, we were on vacation for a week, and then when we came back from vacation, we had a lot of stuff go on. We got a screw in our tire on the way back from South Carolina, so we had to go buy 2 brand new tires, which took 2 days. We had a bunch of errands and stuff we had to do, and he didn't have a ride back to Lima during the week because I need to keep the car this time because she has an appointment and stuff like that. So I had to keep the car this time, so he had to figure out a ride all the way to Lima, so he had to wait until this last weekend, yesterday, for when the dudes that he was working with are also going back to Lima for work, so he could ride with him. So yeah, he just had 2 weeks off of work. He could not take another day off because then he wouldn't have had a way to Lima either. I tried to call and reschedule her appointment for last week while he was still home. That way he would be there to help, but they had no openings. I called and I was like, yeah, can I reschedule my daughter's doctor appointment? And she's like, sure, the next appointment we have is September 3rd. And I'm like, what, you don't have anything sooner than that? She's like, no, that's the soonest we have. And I'm like, well, that ain't gonna help me none. I was like, I guess I'll just keep it the same then. I was hoping that I could either have it the week that he was home or change it to a Saturday when he would be home. Because they're obviously not open on Sundays. What? They're obviously not open on Sundays, and then this upcoming Monday is Labor Day, so they wouldn't be open then. So the next day they would be open is that Tuesday, but that wouldn't make it any better because he still wouldn't be home. So we're just gonna have to go by ourselves. Huh? You ready to go to the doctor? You gonna go to the doctor? She has a little scratch on her chin, and I have no idea where it came from. It was just a little tiny red line, and I thought maybe she nicked herself, or maybe she hit a toy, or maybe the dogs accidentally got her because they tend to do that. Because she likes to stand at the back of the baby gates. We have a baby gate to the kitchen from the living room and to the kitchen from the dining room, which is her playroom. And she likes to stand at the gates when I'm in the kitchen, and the dogs will jump back and forth over the gates. And they'll jump right over where she's at, and sometimes accidentally nick her a little bit. And I thought that happened, or maybe she got herself, because it was literally just a tiny little red line, barely looked like anything, it'd be gone in a day or two. And now it's gotten worse, and it's red and irritated. Sorry, my throat itches. We're sick still. It's starting to come to the end of it, but it still sucks. Leave him alone, Rhea. Anyways, I'm rambling a lot. I'm sorry. Doctor's appointment is at 11:15, so we have to leave at about 10:45, which is in 35 minutes. Gotta get her dressed. Gotta get the dog squared away. After her doctor's appointment, we have to go to Walmart and get groceries, which I will try to take you along with that, but I struggle with, keeping up with my list, pushing in the cart, keeping up with London, and adding filming into that is kind of difficult. Especially when I have just a little phone. Like, I don't have, like, a camera set up that I can prop anywhere, like, with, like, one of those little, handle thingies, so I can't really set anything up easily, but I'll try. All dressed. She's got her little Vans on. Look at you. She got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. She's got her little Vans and her little workout pants and her shirt that says "Win Like a Girl." I already showed you what I'm wearing, and I put my shoes on. These are the shoes I was talking about. I got them on clearance for $1 at Walmart. I think they were like originally like 25 bucks, something like that, but they were $1 on clearance at Walmart. And yes, sometimes I do get shoes and clothes from Walmart. No shame in my game. I'm a mom, so like I don't splurge on expensive clothing for myself, and it's just kind of pointless, so I don't really care. I will wear Walmart clothes proudly. They actually have some cute stuff nowadays, so I don't care. And I'm trying to connect my phone to the car, do the Bluetooth, and for some reason the car hates my phone and never wants to let me connect. Set up.
Select one of the following. Bluetooth device pairing. Select Bluetooth device. Language, voice training, tutorial, help, main menu, or cancel to exit.
Select Bluetooth device.
Say the name of the audio device, or say list audio devices.
iPhone 8.
iPhone 8.
Selected. Is this correct?
Yes.
Go to Bluetooth music menu and start playing the selected device.
Let's hope that worked, because for some reason it always like disconnects from my phone and is a huge pain in the butt. Car's not moving, by the way. We haven't even left the house yet. I'm still sitting in the driveway. I just had to throw some mascara on, and like I said, try and set the phone up. So, see you at the doctor's office. We're back. We're in the doctor's office. London had to get undressed so they could weigh her and stuff. She is 22 pounds and 10 ounces and 29 inches long. We sat in the waiting room forever waiting, so that was fun. She started to get antsy because it's getting near nap time, but now we're just waiting for the actual doctor to come in and check her out and then do her shots and stuff. So yeah, that's what's happening now. Oh, that wasn't nice. That's not nice. That's not nice. Yeah, not. Sitting in the car waiting right now. But seriously, like, something on my mind. I have had the worst, baby fever and, like, bump fever, like, ever lately. Not ever, because it was pretty bad with London, but, like, it's really bad. Like, I've had baby fever since London was, like, 5 months old, which is crazy because she still was a baby. What matter? What wrong? Because she pretty much still was a baby, and she kind of still is, but at the same time she's kind of a toddler now. And, like, I just miss having, like, a little tiny newborn, and I miss having a belly, and I miss being pregnant. Like, whenever I was pregnant with London, the entire time I'm just like, I want her here already. I want her here. Like, I'm ready for this to be over with. But looking back on it now, I wish I had, like, lived in the moment with my pregnancy more and, like, did more as a pregnant person. Like, I was in a bad place while I was pregnant, and I struggled with depression and anxiety a lot. I still do, but I'm trying to get better. London makes it a lot better, but before she was born, I had trouble dealing with it, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted her to hurry up and get here, so that I would have her and things would get better, which they did. So, like, I'm glad, but at the same time, I didn't really get to soak in the pregnancy just because I was just the whole time counting down the days. And with this next pregnancy, I really want to just, like, sit back and relax and enjoy every day of pregnancy and enjoy every little thing that I miss so much from being pregnant with London. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh my god, why would you want to be pregnant? Like, morning sickness, you get fat, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, you get morning sickness and food aversions and crazy cravings and whatever else, but, like, feeling all the kicks and just having a belly and all of that is just so, like, I just love that more so than I hate the morning sickness and stuff like that. So I would be pregnant a million times over if I could, honestly. And I'd have a million newborns and babies if I could. Once I start getting to, like, 1 and 2 and 3, that's when they start getting a little crazy. But, I mean, kids, what can you do? London's not that bad yet. She has her days. She screams a lot. And she doesn't have a cry. She literally just screams. Like, you know, babies will cry when they want something. London, she just screams really high pitched, like, at the top of her lungs. It's crazy. And my eyes are watering talking about this. Oh my god. Yeah, me and Christopher have kind of been trying since, like, January. I've mentioned it before, but it didn't really work, and then we had to put a little pause on because I'm not, like, legit crying. I sniffled because I'm sick, and my eyes are watering because I'm, like, thinking too much about this right now. But yeah, we've been trying since, like, January, and then we had to put a pause on for the cruise and stuff like that, which I've talked about in a different video. It was in my Q&A video or whatever. But we have taken the pause off, and we tried really hard this month, did what we could, so I have to wait for next month to see if it worked. I'm praying that it did, because I don't want to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, doing this every month is so annoying. I have 2 weeks to wait until I can take a test and see if it's positive or negative, or see if Aunt Flo shows up. But literally, I will, like, go back and look at my, like, old pregnancy pictures, and I'm just, like, so sad. Like, I miss it so much, and I'll send them to Christopher, and I'll, like, send, like, little crying faces and stuff, like, did I just miss it so bad? And he's like, oh, don't be getting in your feels or whatever. And then, like, because of the time of year it is right now, like, London just turned 1, so all of my Facebook and all of my Snapchat memories right now are when she was a newborn, and it makes me so sad that she grew up so much. Like, we are at her doctor's office right now for her 1-year appointment. Like, she is a year old now. She's not a little baby anymore. Like, time seriously flew by. Like, it feels like she was just born yesterday, but, like, she is a whole 1-year-old, and that is so crazy. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so emotional. Like, I seriously, I miss having a newborn. Like, I just cry and cry and cry every time I see her old newborn pictures, and I'm like, why can't she be that small again? I wish I could just, like, turn back time, which I'm sure every parent wishes that. Like, if you're a parent, you know how fast time flies. Like, you really have to soak up every little bit because it seriously flies. And if you aren't a parent and you don't know and you don't understand, like, it's the worst. Like, you blink and all the time is gone. Like, you really have to make the most out of every day because it just goes by so fast. And I know that, like, I didn't know just how fast time went whenever I was pregnant and when she was born. And now that I know it's going to be so different with the next one because I'm just going to soak up every bit of pregnancy. I'm going to soak up every bit of the newborn stage. I'm not going to, like, with London, I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't get anything done. You have to be held all the time. And you're eating all the time. Like, I need a break. I need you to go to sleep so I can clean. I need you to sit up and play by yourself so I can cook. And then when she started doing it and, like, now she's walking and crazy, it's like, can you go back to being my little newborn that slept on my chest 24/7? Like, I miss it so much, and I don't know why I rushed her growing up so much. Like, I just know that next time around I have to soak up every little bit. And if you're pregnant right now, soak up every little bit. And if you have a newborn, soak it all up because time seriously flies so fast. And I need a new baby. Like, London is my world, and she, like, is always gonna be enough for me, but at the same time, I want her to have siblings. Like, I think that she would just be the best big sister ever, and I feel like this is, like, a decent time. Like, if I got pregnant now, she would be almost 2, and I feel like that's just a great time. Like, it's not too close together where it's like, oh my God, but it's also not so far apart where they can be, like, best of friends, and, like, they're not gonna be, like, 8 years apart where it's like, oh, you're a little baby, what am I gonna do with you? Like, they're gonna be close enough in age where they can play and have fun together, and it's just, I need this to happen. Like, I've been taking so many ovulation tests and tracking my temperature every morning and tracking just every little symptom and everything else, and I'm in my waiting week right now. Like I said, I have 2 weeks before I can start taking tests and seeing if Aunt Flo shows up, which, fingers crossed for me, guys, that it doesn't happen, that she doesn't show up, because I've already waited like 8 months, 7-8 months, and I can't imagine those people that wait like years, man. I'm driving myself crazy. Anyways, let me stop rambling about my baby fever now. Yeah, appointment's done. I told you guys her weight. She had to get 4 shots and a finger prick, which sucked. She had to get her finger pricked to test her iron levels and lead levels. Her iron levels are good. We don't know about lead yet because it takes a couple days to come back. I'm heading over to Walmart now. But yeah, she had 4 shots, poor babe, her finger prick, and then the lady had to sit there and, like, squeeze her finger to get enough blood into the tube and stuff, which sucked because London hated that, obviously, because, I mean, who wouldn't hate getting their finger stabbed and then squeezed for 5 minutes? So that happened. It was funny, after she finally finished doing the finger prick and put the Band-Aid on, Lennon was so confused about the Band-Aid being on her finger, so she keeps, like, touching it and pointing it and stuff like that, because she's like, what is this on my finger? It's a Band-Aid. Now it's time to do grocery shopping. I need something to drink. I've had to cough, like, the whole time I was in the waiting room, and I was trying not to cough because I didn't want to bring attention to myself, because, like, you know, a sick coughing person in a doctor's office, plus they were gonna have to, like, they have a sign that says if you have a cough you have to wear a mask, and I'm like, I really don't want to be that person sitting in the doctor's office wearing a mask. So I just had to refrain from coughing the whole time, and I didn't have anything to drink. And London was kind of fussy towards the end from waiting so long. So yeah, it's time for a naps, which she can't really have one. So hopefully she doesn't get too fussy in Walmart, and I'll try and make it quick. I'm really starving right now, and I wanted to go pick up food, but I can't, well I could, but Walmart is literally right next to the pediatrician's office, and all the food places are down a way back towards home, so it would be kind of stupid for me to drive that way to go get food and then turn around and come right back where I was to do my shopping. So I guess I'll just have to wait until after. I just did a terrible parking job, you guys. I suck at parking. I absolutely suck at parking. I'm not the best, well, yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Besides the fact that I suck at parking. But I will see you guys in Walmart, possibly, if I can. I'm at McDonald's now. London's napping back there. She fussed through most of Walmart and kept throwing stuff down. I got really hot and had a really bad headache. Like, it's like a sinus headache. Like, every time I bent down to pick up what she threw down, like, my whole face would hurt. And I was getting really lightheaded and hot. So I had to hurry up and get done. And she was fussing the whole time I was trying to check out. And then I always, like, I have my own card for the bank account now, and I always forget when it's my card because I'm used to using Christopher's, so I always accidentally put his PIN in first. And then I can never remember which PIN I made it, so I had to deal with that. And then she was fussing when I was trying to get out to the car and get the groceries into the car. But she's asleep now. It's way past her nap time. Like, it was nap time at the doctor's office, so she's been needing a nap because it's almost 2 o'clock now. But yeah, I'm at McDonald's. Alright, well, I just totally forgot to hit record for that. But I got a chicken nugget meal with a tea, and I got London a little cheeseburger to share with me because I wanted one, and a little small fry. For some reason, I was put on the spot to order, and I couldn't think of what I needed. Like, I knew what I wanted. I knew that I wanted chicken nuggets, and I knew I wanted a plain cheeseburger, but I couldn't figure out the cheapest way to order it for some reason, because the menu is really confusing now. Like, it's hard to find, like, the dollar menu and stuff, and, like, whatever. So.
I mean, we're gonna have to pull you forward. We're still working on your order. I don't know what I'm. What is she doing? If you can pull into one, and we're gonna bring it out shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
McDonald's always be making you wait, man. I think this is going to be the end of today's video. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment below. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. I like reading you guys' comments. I also appreciate it if you would subscribe before you left, if you haven't already. Oh, that's sweet. So yeah, this was today. A day full of doctor appointment, Walmart, and me rambling on and on about how I want a baby. So, I hope you guys had a good day today, have a good day tomorrow, whenever it is that you're watching this video, and I will see you next time.